Brunson on target. It's only apropos. I had all kinds of NBA historical finals highlights playing in the back, but it's only apropos that we finish this NBA conversation, the NBA seasons, the NBA champions, the Knicks, with their MVP and the league finals MVP, Jalen Brunson, and all these highlights. Welcome back to the Sports Spotlight. I'm your host, Rizwan, on the air waves of Radio Azad 107.4, 107.9 FM HD4. Uh, you are listening to us, and Manny, welcome back. You excited about Jalen Brunson?
Thank you so much. Still on cloud nine, man.
Yeah. All right. So I got to wrap up the other stuff that I've got on the Knicks, what they accomplished. I mean, really, they have a serious, legitimate argument for saying, as an individual season right here, an NBA playoffs run for 2026, this is the greatest. So the Knicks in this run where they went 16-3 in the playoffs this year, they had a 51-point victory. And outside of that 51-point victory, they had 4 30-point wins.
And then coming back from 29 down.
16 wins, right? 16 wins is what it takes to win an NBA championship, right?
Yeah.
You got to win 4 series, 4 7-game series. 12 of those were by double digits. 12 of 16, they won by double digits. And their 3 defeats, the 3 that they lost, were a combined 6 total points. That's why they end up with such a huge net rating, right? The ones they lost, they didn't lose by much. The ones they won by quite a bit. They also went 9-1 on the road to tie a team you may have heard of, the 1995 Houston Rockets. Phi Slama Jama, those the Dream, Olajuwon and Drexler, that team. They had the best road record ever in the postseason at 9-1. The Knicks tied it up at 9-1. So they have the all-time road run in the NBA playoffs. They've got the second best overall playoff run, 16-3. They've got 12 victories in this run by double digits, including a 51-point victory as well as 4 30 points. Just, I mean, insane stuff. And, we've mentioned everybody. We've only mentioned his name in passing. But once again, I want to give kudos to the championship coach. Yes, you can say that. The championship coach, Mike Brown, baby. So as much as, I don't want anyone to mistake what I'm saying about Thibodeau. Yes, the team has the DNA that Thibodeau had worked on. It would be difficult not to, right? A lot of these players he brought them in, he coached them, he honed part of their skill. But it is absolutely to Mike Brown's credit to put it all together and culminate it in a championship trophy. So kudos, Coach Brown. Congratulations. Wonderful job. Because there are many teams in the history of sports, not just the NBA, but across the sports, where you have brought in a lot of talent that did not finish the job.
Yeah, it's totally about that. You're very, very right about that. Like, what the coaching job of this New York team's win shows that it's not all about just getting star players and putting them together and you win championship. Like, these are almost like tier 2 type players. They're not the big stars. I mean, other than Jalen Brunson and Cat, really not a lot of big names, right?
Yeah.
So this just goes to show you that the roster construction, the team, chemistry is very important, and really buying in with each other. And keeping the Villanova Knicks, man, the Nova Knicks, keep Mikal Bridges, keep Josh Hart, and keep obviously Jalen Brunson together. I think they've proven that they can win at multiple different places, right? Not just in college, but in NBA. Yeah, it's a tremendous job from Coach Mike Brown. He finally got a head coaching championship. I think he had like four at Golden State as an assistant.
as an
But yeah, he
assistant.
did a phenomenal job, and it's just one for the ages. I mean, you're absolutely right. This team, put them up there with the Lakers, with the Golden State, with the
With the
Bulls.
Bulls, yeah,
They've been
with the
as dominant
Celtics,
as
with the,
anyone.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Is it going to translate? I don't know. I do. I want to come back to about the Spurs. You know, I said after that collapse in Game Four, you don't come back from that. Like at that point, I knew there
Absolutely
was
not.
zero hope of them actually winning like literally
Yeah,
zero, because
yeah,
mathematically there was a chance, but in my mind, the Spurs were done after that. Now,
yeah.
they showed a little bit at the beginning of this game five, right? Having that they had a 12, 13 point lead after the
Yeah.
first quarter, or a 10 point lead after the first, but then they expanded it early in the
Mhm.
second to as much as 12, 13, maybe 14 points. Uh, but I knew, even at that point, I knew that that Nick run was coming, right? And when that happened,
Absolutely.
I knew that this team was going to shrink. And boy, they absolutely did in the fourth quarter, because you cannot in a series like this, you cannot shake that type of a collapse,
Oh
that
yeah.
type of a mental breakdown. And sure enough, I really thought that they might be able to pull off a close victory in Game Five, and then the Knicks close out in Game Six. But boy, oh boy, in that fourth quarter, I mean, they just fell apart again. And I will go back to, the problem here is not the youth. The problem here is De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox made two or three critical mistakes in that Game Four, and then he goes 4 for 15 or whatever it was in this game.
Yeah. And Castle only had 2 points.
Yeah.
Like towards the end, he had that one dunk. And that's a guy who's usually giving you like 15, 20 points. So, yeah, this just, I feel bad for, you could see with Wemby, he's disappointed. He's different, he's very focused on winning already.
Hmm.
I think he's what 22, only third year in the league.
Yeah,
And it took Michael Jordan what 9 years before he won his first one,
it
or eight
did.
years, and
It took
LeBron
him.
9 years. So
Yeah.
he would have been very ahead of the curve had he won this year. But yeah, he's definitely going to be hungry because this collapse, this is gonna eat at him over the summer. So
Well,
I'm
this is either going to destroy you, or it's
yeah,
going to it's going to be the crucible that converts his mindset, his desire, his hunger into that gnawing need to win. And that's what, sometimes that's what you need. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the young Spurs. But man, De'Aaron Fox was the whole reason they overpaid to bring him in, was to be this steady hand, the veteran presence for this young squad. And he squandered
he
that,
was the weakest
especially
link.
in
Yeah,
games four and
that's
five.
crazy.
He kind of cost them those games and
Yes,
the series and the championship. All right. Well, enough about the NBA. It is time, my friend. It is time.
Valencia scores.
Yeah. Valencia scores. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes another goal. Here comes another. Valencia again. That's the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Oof, great header right in the corner, way out of the reach of a diving goalkeeper. But man, oh man, there has been excitement in this World Cup already. Lots of excitement. I want to start things off with, of course, the U.S. men's national team. Kudos to them. Big win. I mean, they showed up in a big way. Let me get my the whole
4-1. Yeah,
schedule up. But yeah, I mean, it was a big win on, I want to say it was on Friday night. They beat Paraguay 4-1. and just about, except for giving up that one goal, just about a perfect start to this World Cup. They looked dominant on the offense. They looked pretty dominant on the defense. What did you see out of the U.S. men's national team in this match against Paraguay, Manny?
Man, what a great start. Yeah, they definitely have the potential to go far in this tournament. Being one of the host countries, we've had expectations before, but yeah, they came out like gangbusters. I mean, Paraguay is a
It's
middle
no
of the tier,
slouch.
team. It's any team from South America is usually very competitive. But yeah, to put them away 4-1, man, U.S. is looking good for sure.
Yeah. And so they're in Group D. You've got the US, Australia, Turkey, and Paraguay. So to me, I think, no disrespect toward Australia or even Turkey, but I felt coming in that Paraguay was that pivotal game, um, and they've got that. They've got that in the bag and got it in the bag pretty easily. And you never take any game easy. Every game you got to focus and win. But man, I think Turkey is going to be an easier victory, and, and then Australia. So they're the U.S. men's national team has a leg up on coming out of Group D and advancing. So kudos to them. All right, now let's get to the full schedule. Of course, things got going on the 11th,
Mexico.
Thursday, with Mexico and South Africa. Now, it wasn't as dominant from a score point of view, but what did you see from Mexico? Was this game not as close as the final 2-0 score would indicate?
No, Mexico. I mean, they dominated basically the field of play. They had the ball possession, and honestly, Mexico's looking like a good team. I mean, they already ranked what this in the world rankings. I think they're in the top 13, so they're 13th ranking. But yeah, South Africa, man, they've had a good run to get to the tournament. I think Mexico just control the ball. They're playing at home. This is a good Mexican squad for sure. It could
Mhm.
have been 3-0. They missed a couple of shots as well. But yeah, South Africa is a good team, but Mexico is top 15. They're 13th ranked team right now.
Yep. So the other match in that group, Group A, the Korean Republic and Czechia. The Korean team
Okay.
wins 2-1. Nothing to see there. Neither one of these teams is going to be threatening Mexico anytime soon. So,
Yeah, I think Mexico coming out of that group for sure.
right.
And I think Korea, they've done well in the past. So and the fact that they won this game as well against Czechoslovakia, well, Czechia, I see Mexico and Korea advancing. We'll see though.
All right. I want to come back real quick to that second day, the Friday. We talked about the U.S. team, and I think I'm going to try to see if we can dive deeper into in the next segment into the actual match between U.S. and Paraguay, and specifically what that means moving forward as the level of the competition increases. Right, but right now that other game we had on Friday, Canada and Bosnia Herzegovina. Um, what I thought Canada surprised a little bit. I didn't see them doing as well as they ended up doing, as with a 1-1 tie.
Hmm.
Um, how did Canada do this against an obvious stronger team?
Well, I mean, they're at home. They're one of the host teams. So I think this match was where in Toronto. So yeah, they have the home field advantage. They are hosting as well. And Canada, I mean, don't get it wrong. I mean, they're a great sporting nation, right? It's not just hockey. Even remember Ben Johnson back in the day. He
Hmm.
was like one of the 100-meter dash. So for small nation population wise, Canada has definitely been punching up. But yeah, no, Bosnia, I think definitely coming out of Europe. This is, I think, what their second World Cup. both teams, I mean, they have not had a lot of success in World Cup play, neither Canada nor Bosnia. But
Yep.
I think one of the things going for Canada is that they're one of the hosts, along with Mexico and the United States. And yeah, I mean, it was a tie, right? 1-1. So they both got 1 point each. But yeah, Canada is looking like a definitely good team, especially since they're hosting.
All right, maybe the host team magic that shows up in a lot of these World Cup, not just football, but we've seen it with cricket, right? That home court advantage really does play in, and maybe home field, I guess in this case, and maybe that actually will allow Canada to play above their weight a little bit and see if they can make some noise. All right, now the big one yesterday. Look, Brazil was playing Morocco. Switzerland was playing Qatar.
Qatar, yes.
Haiti and Scotland, that ended up being a 1-0 game, victory by Scotland. Ho hum, whatever, nobody cares.
Mm,
Switzerland and Qatar tying, and then Morocco tying Brazil.
yeah,
Which one
that
of
was
those surprises you more?
honestly Morocco Brazil because Morocco actually dominated that match, and they went up 1-0 early, but they were controlling the entire time. They were getting many more shots on goal. But Brazil, I mean, with Junior, he's one of the stars. I don't know if you saw the shot that he equalized. Man, that was probably the goal of the tournament so
So
far.
far?
Just decisive and just straight to the back of the net. There's no way anyone could have stopped that. So that guy is a star. But Brazil definitely underperformed. I mean, everyone expects them to be one of the favorites to go. Now, don't get me wrong, Morocco is ranked number 4. They last World Cup they were fourth.
Yeah.
So both of these teams are in the top 10. But yeah, no, Morocco was just more dominant, man. Brazil's lucky to have gotten gotten a tie in this match.
Yeah,
If
and
anyone, if you
sorry.
watched the match, you would have seen Morocco was very dominant, and
Hmm.
they should have won this match.
So and that's why I was saying I wanted to give you the choice because yes, Morocco's a very good team, but Brazil is Brazil. I did
Exactly.
not see this coming. But boy, oh boy, what I absolutely did not. Switzerland is no slouch at all. I don't know what their worldwide ranking is right now, but they're
Hmm.
historically a good team. They are a good team right now. And Qatar, I mean, come on. They're not at the same level as Morocco. And for them to come in, and I understand Switzerland is not at the same level as Brazil, but
Hmm.
I felt that there was more disparity between these two teams, Qatar and Switzerland, than there was between Morocco and Brazil. And for
Oh,
Qatar to actually pull off this tie, it really surprised me. I didn't see this coming going in. So was this just one of those fluky things, or is Qatar now a team for us to watch out? And are they going to be possibly? So here's the thing. Here's where it leaves this Group B, and that's the funniest thing. This leaves Group B. Every team has played a match, and not a single team has a win.
hmm.
Every
That's
team with a
right.
draw so far, right?
Yes.
I still think the favorite here is Switzerland, but as we talked about, Canada, they've got the home field advantage. They've got they played well in that first game. You've got Bosnia, who we know is going to be pretty good, and now Qatar has jumped out of nowhere. All of the sudden, Group B has become a very competitive, and I know it's going to seem like stating Captain Obvious here, because all teams are 1-0-1, or 0-0-1, really. One game played, no victories and a draw, all four of them. So it's competitive. But I really think all of these teams showed something. All of these teams played a little better. Well, three of these teams played a little better than I thought. Canada and Bosnia both, but Qatar tying this with Switzerland is just whoa. That caught me off guard. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, no, Qatar. Remember, they hosted the last World Cup, and they didn't even, I don't believe, have they didn't win or tie any games, so they lost their matches, and this is their first World Cup like point.
Yep.
So yeah, it's I think they're 37 points ranking difference. So Switzerland is, I believe, 19th, and Qatar is like in the 40th, 50th ranking. So for them to tie, yeah, it was a huge upset, and you're absolutely right. Maybe they're gonna stick around. Last World Cup they were able to host, and so they made the World Cup because they were the host nation. But yeah, the fact that they tied Switzerland, anytime you're tying or beating a European nation in football,
Yeah.
you're doing something right. So yeah, big
Because
up to Qatar, man.
I
That
mean,
was amazing.
this is all they do in Europe.
Oh, that's all.
Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else. All they do is I was about to say all they do is eat bland food and play soccer, but no. Look, there's good food at least in the southern part of Europe for sure.
And they have every one of those countries has their own professional league. Yeah, they're not maybe at the level of Italian or Spanish or the British, Premier, FA Premier, but every single one of those countries, whether it's Turkey or Estonia or Poland, they all have their own, leagues that grow the talent. So their
Yeah.
national teams are always stacked.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I just, it's gonna be something to look out for. We'll see how Qatar does in their next match. Of course, they've got to play Canada and then Bosnia. Um, I, I just felt what they were able to do against what I was about to say, obviously, superior opposition, but really what we should be saying is what they did against a perceived superior opposition, because I think what they showed is that they should not be taken as lightly as everybody was before the World Cup got going. So they might make some noise. They're going to be a team to look out in their next matches against Canada and then Bosnia. We'll be on the lookout for that. Hey, what our listeners should be on the lookout for is the exclusive Designers Lounge going on right now at the Marriott at Legacy. Dan Designers Artisans Network proudly presents this exclusive Designers Lounge, one day only. Experience a curated showcase featuring some of Pakistan's most celebrated women in fashion: Hamna Amir, Aisha Imran, Sophia, Komal Nasir, Shazia Kiani, and Asme. Yes. Known for her refined formal wear, flowing gowns, and luxurious silk creations, Asme, along with all those aforementioned designers, are here. It's starting right now, 11 o'clock, going on until 6 p.m. today. Marriott at the Legacy. The address is 7151 Bishop Road, Plano. Get over there while we take a short break. We're going to come right back. We're going to talk more World Cup right here on Radio Azad and the Sports Spotlight with your host, Rizwan and Manny.
Q, first goal at the World Cup. France have come from behind to take the lead.
You are listening to Radio Azad on
KDXX
107.9 FM.
HD4 Louisville.
To get the full Radio Azad experience, download the Radio Azad app from the App Store or Google Play and take us with you everywhere.
Yo, foodies, ready to upgrade your taste game? Cavalli just dropped the ultimate flavor collab, Desi Classics, with a modern twist. From Dubai smash paratha to zingers to sizzling kebabs and desserts that hit the sweet spot. Every plate's a vibe. Big night, birthday, random Tuesday, Cavalli's got you covered. Food, mood, and music on point. Don't just eat. Experience the flavor drop at Cavalli. Got a date? Bring him. Got drama? Bring your squad. Host your event there or get their catering at your venue. They will take care of it all. Cavalli's where the food's hot, the service is cooler, and your stories get legendary. Located at 18111 Dallas Parkway, Dallas. More information at cavallidallas.com.
Dan, Designer Artisans Network proudly presents the exclusive Designers Lounge. For one day only, experience a curated showcase of printwear and bridals featuring some of Pakistan's most celebrated women in fashion. Hamna Amir, exquisite fine wedding jewelry. Aisha Imran, traditional wedding wear. Sophia, timeless classic silhouettes with edgy modernity. Komal Nasser, a pioneer in festive glamour and culturally rich shawls. Shazia Kayani, known for modern celebration of Pakistani heritage, beloved by brides across Punjab. And Asme, known for refined formal wear, flowing gowns, and luxurious silk creations. Sunday, June 14th, 2026, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Marriott at Legacy, 7151 Bishop Road, Plano. See you there. DM individual designers to book your appointments before they fill up.
Humaya is a modest luxury fashion brand offering abayas, hijabs, kaftans, and signature collections crafted for everyday wear and life's most beautiful moments. Their abayas are manufactured in Dubai using premium Korean and Italian nida fabrics, known for their buttery soft texture,